What's up, guys? Chris Cooper here from Chris Cooper Photography. And today we dive into what's in my camera bag. But before we get into that, let me tell you a little bit about where I'm headed. So, in about a week or so, I'm going on my second trip to Yosemite National Park. So it's late April right now. I want to touch down in about the middle of May, early May, so that I can get the best season and take some better photos of the landscapes to help out my portfolio. Possibly I could go and build on my cityscapes that I already have and make something worthy of submitting to National Geographic. So let's dive into it. So I found a lodge right in the heart of the park in Curry Village. And I won't exactly be roughing it, but at this particular lodging unit, there may be far less amenities like private bathrooms or coffee makers in the suite, or even possibly the internet. But as long as it has a wall outlet to charge my phone, I'll be able to provide internet for myself with my T-Mobile wireless connection kit, which is gonna bring me to the kind of things that I'm taking with me on my trip. So let's talk about what's gonna be in my bag. You can see here I got the bag. And forgive the light because it's a little bit later in the day, but the bag is a Lower Pro BP 150. I bought it at Best Buy for around $89, and it's quite comfortable. It has plenty of cushion. It has padding that you can adjust to your size of equipment. Plenty of pockets that you can take in and remove. You can take out, remove and take out, and add things to it. You can put a small laptop and iPad both in the front pocket here. This pocket here has room for your passport. There's room for keys and cell phones and pens and notepads, and two pockets on the side with straps for the tripod, as you can see here. Also a water bottle. And the thing I like most about it is that it has the double zipper on the main pocket where I can add a small lock. I'll pick it up so you can see it here. Add a small lock, a master lock, to help prevent people from accessing my bag inside when I'm not looking. I've been in places where I set my bag down and people will remove the whole bag. I lost my passport, my first Canon R6, my GoPro Hero 12, and a couple of other things. So it's quite convenient to have this pocket, these double zippers, where I can add the lock and prevent people from going inside of it. So that's that. So now I have the bag open. Let's talk a little bit about what's in it. These are the paddings that I was talking about, that where you can adjust it to your equipment specifications, how much equipment you have, and the size of your equipment and whatnot. And it really helps you to design the bag to your liking and how you want your bag set up, depending on what you need for what your shoot is or what your project is. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is probably the most important thing in the bag is the camera. And you can see here I have the Canon EOS R100 4K 24 megapixel APS-C sensor, small compact camera. EOS R100, you see it there. It's a really good camera for a beginner, and like I said, it shoots in 4K, and the battery lasts for a long time. It's lightweight, You can shoot video. It has all the modes like manual mode, aperture priority, shutter speed priority, and program mode. You can shoot in, I think this is Scene Intelligent Auto here. Video, as I said, you can use creative filters, and you can do a whole lot with just this little camera. I can shoot a professional commercial with this camera because it has 4K video resolution, and because of the lens that I have on it. This is a Rokinon 14mm wide angle T1.5 to T1.5 lens, cine lens. It is an EF mount for Canon equipment, but with the, I don't know how to pronounce that, and I probably gotta destroy it if I try to pronounce it. But with the adapter that I have on it, the EF to RF Canon adapter, you can add any EF lens to the Canon R100, which is a RF mount, and shoot pretty much anything. I'm looking at a couple of lenses on MPB, like the Rokinon 50mm. In fact, 90% of the Rokinon EF mounts I'm looking at, but also lenses like the 7 Artisan 35mm T1.2 or something like that. The Lens Baby Velvet 35mm, and I'm really just trying to decide which of the cine lenses I really enjoy most. I've been shooting with Rokinon before, and I shot the Golden Gate Bridge with a 16mm Rokinon EF mount T1.5, but this is a 14mm, which is a little wider, and it's not as good as the 16mm because of the amount of focus that 16mm gives me, the sharpness in long distances, but because it's put in a little tighter. But the 14mm does well. I haven't really used it for a whole lot, but I have used it and it's doing fine. A couple of weeks ago, I tried to shoot though the mural with the butterfly and the flower, and it was out of focus, and I had it focused to infinity, and it's a little tough on distances that long. I don't know how far it was exactly, and I should have did a little bit better planning, but I still like this lens, and I'm still gonna keep it for a long time. So that's the Canon EOS R100. That's the Rokinon 14mm T1.5. And that's the most important thing I have on it right now. Now, for anything else I want to shoot, at the moment, I'm only using the 18 to 45mm Canon RF mount. I guess this is a mid-range prime zoom. I mean, it doesn't really mid-range zoom, and it's probably not a prime because primes are very specific. But this is a very versatile lens. It can go wide at 18mm. My back is hurting a little bit, so I'm standing. Maybe I should sit down. But it can go to 45mm for a mid-range shot of like medium to medium close-up, and 18mm for wide to very well. 18mm is not super wide, but it's good enough for a lot of things you want to do. So, what else can I say about this lens? With this lens, I can go down to aperture of about, I want to say 4 and up to about 5.6. So it's not really sharp, but that's good. 4 millimeters of f-stop is decent. You can get good photos with this. And in fact, a couple of weeks ago on Instagram, I shot the Chinese New Year in SF, and I used this lens. And I didn't bring the 14 millimeter. I brought the 18 to 45, and I got some great photos. In fact, that couple of, it was about 30 photos that I got because I missed the real events, but those photos did well. And that's that lens and the camera and the other lens. Now, what else do I have in here? I have, for sound quality, I have the Rode Video Micro 2. It's a wireless microphone. Is it a wireless microphone? I don't know, because I never really use it wireless. I use it wired. I attach it to my another thing I'm gonna tell you about later. Attach it to my monitor, and I can use a 3.5 millimeter jack. I can use a USB-C cable, and I attach it to my monitor, and it's got great sound. I'm not using it right now because I'm not filming on this camera. I'm filming on my Samsung, on my phone. So I'm using Rode wireless mics, wireless mic transmission system on that. But the Rode, everybody knows Rode. It's a great microphone choice, and people use it all the time. This is just the charging station for something that's in this pocket, which are a couple of backup FP970, NP970 or FP970 battery backup batteries, which I use for my Field World wireless transmission system. Now, you're probably asking, why do I have a Field World transmission system? Because when I have my iPad and my Field World F5 monitor, I like to have a director's monitor, and I like to have a wireless transmission system and a video village. And when I go to Ireland in maybe a year or so, or if I'm going anywhere while doing a serious project, I want to have a video village, and I want to have my monitor set up so I can make sure I'm capturing the right scene and the right scene in crisp, sharp detail. So, speaking of wireless transmission systems, monitors, and video villages, that brings me to, let me just take this out so I can show you what I'm doing. That brings me to the Field World F5 monitor. I don't know why it's in the Indies case, but it just is. So this is the Field World F5 monitor, as you can see here. I hope you can see it. I don't have this set up excellently, but I have it set up to what I can do right now. So this is the Field World F5 monitor. It's a great monitor. It's inexpensive. I got it on Amazon for around either between $150 or $350, and I love it. I've shot with it a bunch of times. I was going to shoot a video for a client tattoo artist here in the building that I stay in. And I set it up to see how good it would look, and it looked great. I didn't get to shoot that because we had scheduling conflicts, but if I need to shoot anything else, professional work that I do, I can do it with that monitor. I don't need to go out and spend $600 to $700,000 on an Atomos Ninja, even though I like those and I've had one, but I lost it when someone stole my camera bag, and now I can't afford it right now, so I have to just make do with what I can. It has false colors, it has histogram, it has zebras, it has obviously wireless connectivity, so it's super good and super good for the price that it was, which is anywhere between $150 and $300. And I got the monitor and the water transmission system for no more than $500. I'm sure. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure. This is the charging station for the Canon R100, and this is here the what is this called? It's the memory card reader for memory card. So for downloading to your computer or to wherever you want to store your footage. I can't remember who made that one, and I should know, but I don't. And it's running them up very common memory card reader, and it's no big deal, but it helps, and that's what's in my camera bag. Now let's talk about the tripod. It's a very inexpensive tripod that I got from Amazon. Now you can see I'm still shopping on Amazon, but I know I said somewhere that you should buy a tripod for $75 to $150, and that's true. But at the time I couldn't do it, so I bought the Job Fry 7-foot tripod. It's aluminum and it's very good, but at the same time it has its limitations. You can only do so much with it, but it stands up to banging, it stands up to moving around a lot. I shot under the underpass, and I shot under the overpass here at SF with this, and I use my phone. It has a phone mount that came with it. I'm gonna have to show you that, but it's a standard phone mount. Clap it onto the 3.5 millimeter, not 3.5, but the 1/4 20-inch screw here. You can, like I said, lift it up 7 feet, and it spins 360 degrees. It's good. Extend four legs. Alright, I got it connected back to the bag. And it's a good tripod for lower pole BP 150, 2020, a little bit more. I could have Chris Cobra Photography. Peace out. Do you have an idea for a small business that you plan to implement in order to retire early? Or are you a small to medium-sized business looking to grow your customer base, improve sales, or increase your social media presence? Did you know that digital marketing effectively drives in-person sales, as over 50% of purchases are digitally influenced? Are you aware that 70 to 80% of people will research a company online before making a purchase decision, and that having a one-page website can establish credibility? Hi, my name is Chris Cobra. I am the CEO of Cobra Marketing Group. CMG offers web-page design, TV and radio ads, and social media solutions. Call us today to solve all your advertising needs.